Prophetic preaching, let's just quickly just touch on that. Prophetic preaching is not the same as prophesying. Normally preaching is speaking biblical truths which have been researched, studied, and arranged for presentation, where prophecy is just instantaneous. As prophetic preaching, to give you a few examples, there's been a number of times where God has said, okay, we've gone to a church, and it's like, when I go there, I like to take my briefcase. I've got my iPad where it's got all my messages. So whatever God wants to speak is pretty well going to be in my briefcase. Then there are some times where God says, I'm wrestling with different ones, with one or two messages, and it's like, okay, God, which is the one? And he said, it's neither of those. It's like, oh, okay, well, that's all right, because I've got some more. And he's going, it's not in your iPad. It's not in your briefcase. I said, it has to be. That's where I keep them all. And he's going, no. He says, this is going to be one of those days where you will say exactly what I want you to say. The illustrations will be exactly how I want you to illustrate them. The scriptures will be exactly the scriptures I want you to share with those ones. And I tell you what, that is the scariest time. Because for me, I like to have everything together. To know, it's like, I am prepared. I have stayed up late. I have researched. I have done everything. But to get up there and God say, you got nothing here. But you're going to have to trust me. And prophetically preach. That's different. It's different to prophesy. It's meant for those people at that time. Even though it can be taped and people will be blessed to hear that. But it was pretty well meant for that people at that time, and shared exactly the way God has given it to you. And like I said, it's really scary. But when you do what God's asked you to do, it flows, and it's exactly what that people needed to hear. It's just never ceases to amaze me how God just brings that word in season, and that church needed to hear exactly what that was. And so it strengthens you as well, because you are. And listen, it builds your faith. It builds your trust. You can say, no, God, no, no. I'd rather have the message. Thanks very much. The one that's in my iPad, because I've never been to this church before, and they need to have a little bit of a message that I've done a few times, so it's a bit polished. Come on. I want to be liked. I want to get called back. But then you've got to find out, well, who you're pleasing here. Who are you pleasing? Are you pleasing the people? Are you pleasing the pastor? You're going to sound a little bit different. It's not going to be polished because you've never taught this before. And you're going to have to put your name on the line. Risk everything. That's when you've got to really find out why you're doing this. What are you doing this for? Are you doing it for recognition? Are you doing it because you want to be liked, or are you doing it to please God? And if we're doing it to please God, then I tell you what, it's a scary, amazing walk that He has. Incredible things for you.